And the thing is, I've got a ton more mithril. I can make a ton more mithril arrowheads and then sell the arrows that I'm not going to use on the market. That's another thing I can do, see, is what I don't use in my own training, I can therefore sell. Like I got my crafting up by making bracelets and necklaces, and then I got my magic up by taking those bracelets and rings and all and making them into enchanted jewelry, like, you know, dueling rings and games necklaces. I've got a bunch of those I could sell, and I sold off a bunch already. Every time I get gems mining, I make gold jewelry out of it. Let's see, I'm going to get another level just on this. Well, see, the game is actually designed that way, Mental Midget. The game is designed, there's my level right there. Woohoo, 48! Yes! The game is designed so that you can get these capes simply by skilling. That's the whole idea behind the game. The problem is with the inception of the Grand Exchange, so many people have found that if they just make lots of money, they can just buy their skilling equipment and not worry about it. And see, I don't want to do it that way. I don't want to take the easy way out. I want to do it the hard way and do it the fun way. At least fun for me. It might not be fun for everybody, but it's fun for me. Like I said, I felt bad buying the feathers, but there's no way I could accumulate this many feathers in time by hunting crimson swifts. So that's the only reason I bought feathers. And I made the money to buy the feathers by selling off ores and all that kind of stuff that I've already made. I've already gotten. Okay, I ran out. Let's now start putting the heads on these. But that's how I made the money to buy the feathers, was by skilling and selling the stuff I made. And see, as soon as we run out of arrowheads, we're going to pop on over to Varrock, and we're going to make some more arrowheads because I can, by smithing. So now we are out of everything. So let's put this stuff away. Oh, look at this. I have 89 more logs that I can make arrow shafts out of. How convenient. Isn't that just convenient? Watch this. We're going to make some more arrow shafts. Yeah, and there's too many players who do just that. They spend all this money and, you know, they skill and they get their capes, but they really didn't work for them that hard. I mean, it depends on how they made the money. A lot of people go into magic and rune crafting and sell thousands of dollars worth of runes and make all their money that way. I mined a bunch of stuff and made a bunch of money. I made arrows and wood products and like bows. I made, oh God, so many bows. So many bows I made. And I sold a good deal of the bows, which is cool because it made me enough money to be able to afford the arrows, or the feathers, I mean. I thought about hunting for birds and getting the feathers, but that was going to take more time than I was willing to put in, and there's no bank near the crimson swifts. At least there is, but it's quite of a run, and I didn't want to feel like running back and forth like that. That's too much work for me, even me, especially since I get lost so easily. Running back and forth is not a good thing for me because I get lost too easy. Here is the last of the maple logs, and then we will go take this mithril and make arrowheads. And as you see, I have even more mithril from mining. And here's all the stuff I made for crafting. And those rings and those rings and that ring. I made all that, and I've still got gold left. And I've got gems from mining. So I can make more. That's how I'm making my money, is I am basically skilling. And as I skill, I wind up with things and I sell them. I mined up to level 70 down at the Motherlode mine. I spent a lot of time. I spent probably 2 weeks, if not longer, down at the Motherlode mine, mining like crazy to get to mithril level so I could make mithril arrows. Oh, I love the Motherlode mine. That place is so awesome. That is one of my favorite advantages. Now see, back when I started playing, they didn't have the Motherlode mine. They had the mining guild. And you had to travel all over RuneScape to get, and you had to do all this stuff to get that. They made that easier in a way, which I love. Okay, I think that's all the logs I have. No, I've got 10 left. Let's go use those up. Now we're going to hop on over to Varrock and make some more arrowheads. Let's put our arrow shafts in here and let us get a rune to hop over to Varrock. We'll go over there. We'll make some more arrowheads. Let's see. Yeah, here we go. This way. This is the direction. And we're going to exchange our knife for a hammer. And see, I set it up so that I can clearly see the bank. So let me twist that just, yeah, there we go. And here we go, headed for a smithing level. So yeah, this is the way I play, and this is how I find it to be fun. I enjoy doing this. This to me is fun. And I'm halfway to another smithing level already. So yeah, need more actions, 151. I don't think I have that much ore. I may have that much ore. I don't know. I can run over to Edgeville and smith some more if I need to, because God knows I've got tons of it. That's the whole point of the game. That's why I love it. You can do whatever you want in this game. If you want to play it the way I am, then you can. If you want to go killing people in the wild, you can do that. If you want to, it's just such a versatile game. There's so much to do in it. And now in RuneScape 3, I have all the combat capes. Sometime I'll have to go into RuneScape 3 and show everybody what I've got. But I've been playing this since 2008, since before I started my YouTube career. I loved this game. I played it, and I had to quit playing because my husband got cancer and required my care with that. The Wi-Fi at the hospital was not good enough to run a laptop to play this game. Yeah, prayer now, I tell you what, every time I get any kind of a bone or find a bone, I bury it. I know it's only 5 XP, but hey, you do that enough times and you get some more stuff, you know. And I had dragon bones for a little bit. I had, for one of my Slayer tasks, I had to fight something where I got stuff and I buried all that. And yeah, probably not going to get another level out of this in smithing, but that's okay. Because next I'm going to be up for adamant ore, and I'll want to make some adamant stuff. So, and a lot of people would say, well, why aren't you making something better with that? You know, all that mithril to level up. Because I'm not trying to level up. You know, I want the arrows so I can train range, because it's going to take a lot of arrows to train my range up to where I want it. Because I'd like to get the range cape, I'd like to get the mining cape, I'd like to get the smithing cape, and I want the agility cape, I want the mining cape, I want the smithing cape, I want the fletching cape, the range cape, and eventually the mage cape. So that's the ones I'm going to be working towards little by little. I will eventually go for the other capes once I get, every time I get a cape, it'll take that one off and I'll go after a different one. So eventually I hope to get most of the capes, but we're talking years. Because it took me from 2008 to 2010 to get all the capes I have in RuneScape 3, and they made it super easy. We have 86 more bars. I'm going to go ahead and use them up. Well, I don't know. Do I really want to use them up, though? Because I might want to sell them once I get the arrows made. So let's make some arrows first. Yeah, look at that XP going up. Look at that XP going up. Just love it. I don't know if I'm going to have enough to finish out this level. I might. Woohoo! 49 fletching! Let's go. Yes, yes. Woohoo! I can now make brutal arrows. Mithril brutal arrows. Okay. I don't know what a mithril brutal arrow is, but okay. So we have, now let's see how many mithril arrows we have. 2,700. Let's add these. We have 3,228 arrows in mithril. We have 3 that we picked up from somebody, amethyst arrows. I've got 5 javelins I picked up from somewhere. I have some bronze arrows, some iron arrows, some steel arrows. I've got bronze bolts. I have iron bolts. I have a bunch of mithril bolts somewhere. Yeah, here we go. I have 94 feathers left. Let's see how many bolts we can get out of those. Okay, I need 54 to do that, so that's why I haven't done those yet. Okay, so that explains that. So let's go ahead and take these, and no, I don't want to deposit. I want to put heads on them. So now see, as I get this level, I can sell all the other arrows because I have enough arrows now in mithril to help me out. Well, let's finish putting the arrowheads on these first. Then we're going to go over and smith up some more bronze, make some more bronze arrowheads, get some more logs and feathers, and make some more, because I can sell all the other arrows and stuff I've got now because I've got better arrows. and a large amount of better arrows. Let's go put all this back. Those away, and the hammer away. And let us run our butts over to Edgewood. I think it's called Edgeville. And we'll run our butts over there, because I've still got a lot of mithril. I can make a whole bunch of bars yet. No, I didn't want to chop down okay, I chopped down a tree. I didn't mean to. I keep forgetting that you got to be real careful where you click in this game, because otherwise you wind up doing things you don't mean to do. But any extra logs I have in my inventory will go towards fire making. Why not? We want to get out 5 mithril and 20 coal. Awesome. And then all we do is we turn our thing this way just a little bit. We back out a little bit, turn a little bit more, and boom. There is our furnace. We are going to go smelt things. I don't know why I still have that in my hand, but I do for some reason. And here we're getting smithing XP. Look at this. And this is how I play RuneScape, guys. I keep going until I've got my levels that I want, and yeah. I know, I love a viewer told me about this too, which I was really happy about. I don't remember the name of which viewer though, but somebody told me about this. Might even been you. I don't remember. My memory is not what it used to be, but at my age, that's not surprising. There we go. That's how it was set up, so I can hit the bank and this despite my inventory there. So, yeah, so convenient. So lovely and convenient. And that's why everybody uses it. Now, like I said, I don't know how often I'm going to stream, but if you go over to my YouTube channel, this is on my YouTube channel also. And you'll get to see the earlier things before this stream, how I got to some of those levels. Let's see how close to a smithing level we are. Ooh, we're 80% from a smithing level. Awesome. And I also have more mithril that I can make more mithril bars out of. Yes, this is the convenience of the game, is the fact that they have made it so that some of this stuff is close to each other. You just have to find it and be able to get there. Now see, if it wasn't for that underpass, I would not easily be able to get here. I would have to use my glory amulet constantly, and I've only got a couple of those because I cannot mine the proper gems yet to make them. So, or I have the proper magic level. Once I have all those ingredients, I'm going to turn out glory amulets, and those are money makers. But then again, so are bows. I made a holy fortune. I didn't even string the bows. I sold them unstrung. I made a fortune off all those bows. And that was from the woodcutting level and fletching. So, I mean, I made a holy fortune just off of that. Unfortunately, I've spent a lot of it getting feathers. But that's part of the game too. Like I said, I could get the feathers the hard way, but it would take so long. That is just something I'm not willing to do, is stand out there in the forest, hunt those birds, run back to the bank, hunt some more birds, run back to the bank, because the bird meat and the bones, you bury the bones, but the bird meat fills up your inventory fast. So